The moment Caitríona Balfe raised her voice, the fandom froze. For nearly a decade, the Outlander star has carried herself with a calm, measured grace in the face of endless rumors. She's answered countless invasive questions with a smile, deflected tabloid speculation with poise, and allowed fans to project their fantasies without ever fueling the fire. But now, with her words sharp and undeniable, she sent a message that reverberated far beyond her usual interviews. Stop lying about Sam Heughan now. It was a breaking point years in the making. Sam Heughan, her co-star and on-screen soulmate, has long been a target of relentless gossip. From whispered stories of secret lovers to accusations of PR-manufactured relationships, from online harassment campaigns to brutal tabloid headlines, his private life has never been safe. What started as harmless fan speculation quickly spiraled into something darker, toxic narratives that cast him as a manipulator, a fraud, even a man living a double life. Through it all, Sam remained silent, refusing to dignify the lies with a response. He leaned on his charm and his work ethic, focusing on Outlander, his side ventures, and his fans who truly supported him. But Caitríona has watched. She has seen the toll. She has been there behind the scenes when Sam logged off social media for weeks because of coordinated hate campaigns. She has been on the receiving end of the same gossip, with her marriage questioned and her friendship with Sam twisted into salacious headlines. And now, she has had enough. Her warning was blunt not because she wanted drama, but because the drama had already consumed too much. The lies about Sam are cruel, she said in a recent conversation. They need to stop. He's one of the most genuine, hardworking people I know, and I won't stay silent while people try to tear him down. The strength of her words shocked fans who have grown used to her diplomacy. Caitríona rarely allows herself to step directly into the storm. She has always played the role of the professional, fiercely private, devoted to her craft, protective of her family. For her to take such a bold stance in defense of Sam meant that the storm had finally become too destructive to ignore. It's not difficult to see why. Over the past few years, Sam's career highs have been matched by equally high costs. While he thrived as Jamie Fraser, built a global whiskey brand, published books, and prepared to take on Macbeth on the London stage, his personal life was ripped apart online. Anonymous accounts speculated about his sexuality. Others claimed his friendships were fake, and still more accused him of orchestrating his own image with cynical precision. In the cruel corners of the internet, fiction blurred with fact until it was almost impossible to distinguish between the two. Caitríona's frustration wasn't just about the lies themselves, but about their impact. She knows Sam better than almost anyone, the man who stood beside her through grueling shoots, who supported her during personal milestones, who faced the same overwhelming expectations of fame. And while she has been vocal in praising his talent and professionalism, her new warning took on a different weight. This was personal, this was protective, this was Caitríona drawing a line in the sand. Her words rippled across the fandom instantly. Some fans applauded her, saying it was long overdue. Finally, Caitríona is saying what we've all been thinking, one fan tweeted. The hate Sam gets is insane. Enough is enough. Others felt stung by her bluntness, accusing her of silencing criticism. But even among the skeptics, there was no denying the power of her statement. This wasn't a PR soundbite. It was a raw plea from a woman who had seen too much. The timing of Caitríona's warning was also telling. With Outlander entering its final season and Sam preparing for a new chapter in his career, the stakes have never been higher. She seemed determined to shield him as he stepped beyond Jamie Fraser's shadow, refusing to let lies overshadow the legacy they built together. For nearly 10 years, fans have loved Caitríona and Sam for their on-screen chemistry. But behind that chemistry lies a friendship forged in fire, in the long nights on set, the whirlwind of press tours, the relentless scrutiny of fandom and press. And now, Caitríona is using her voice not for promotion, not for diplomacy, but for defense. Stop lying about Sam Heughan now. It wasn't just a warning to tabloids or toxic fans. It was a statement to the world that the man behind Jamie Fraser deserves respect, truth, and protection. And for the first time, Caitríona Balfe made it clear she is willing to fight for him. Caitríona Balfe's sharp warning wasn't just a passing comment. It was a declaration of war against the culture of lies that has surrounded Sam Heughan for years. And as her words echoed across interviews and social media, the world began to take notice. What exactly was she fighting against? Not just gossip, but a machine of misinformation that has stalked Sam since his earliest days of fame. The lies have taken many shapes. There were endless tabloid headlines about supposed secret romances, each one more absurd than the last. There were toxic corners of the fandom inventing conspiracies about his private life, dissecting every Instagram post as if it were a coded message. There were even rumors suggesting that his success was the result of manipulation or dishonesty, painting him as someone who carefully engineered his image instead of simply working hard and letting his talent shine. For Caitríona, enough was enough. It's not just silly stories, she explained. These lies hurt. They affect real people's lives. Sam has carried so much on his shoulders, and he deserves better. Her tone was not one of outrage alone, but of loyalty, the kind forged through a decade of working side by side, building not just a show but a global legacy. Her defense also shined a light on something many fans overlook: the cost of fame itself. To the outside world, Sam is handsome, successful, admired. But fame is a double-edged sword. Every smile on a red carpet hides exhaustion. Every silence in the face of a rumor is a choice not to feed the beast, even if it means letting lies spread unchecked. Caitríona's words revealed the truth that Sam himself rarely admits, that behind the flawless facade is a man who has endured pain, isolation, and relentless scrutiny. The fandom's reaction was immediate and divided. Loyal supporters hailed Caitríona as a warrior queen, thanking her for finally calling out the toxic behavior that has long plagued Sam's career. "She's protecting her friend," one fan wrote. "That's what true loyalty looks like." Others, however, doubled down on their skepticism, claiming that Caitríona's comments were nothing more than PR strategy. Some insisted that, where there's smoke, there's fire, refusing to abandon their conspiracies. But in the broader Hollywood conversation, Caitríona's warning struck a chord. Industry insiders know the game well. Actors are often victims of narratives spun to keep audiences engaged. If Sam had been silent all these years, it was partly because every denial risks creating a bigger headline. Caitríona's choice to speak out highlighted just how damaging that silence had become, and how much he needed someone else to step in and say what he couldn't. More than anything, her words reframed their friendship. For years, the relationship between Caitríona and Sam has been a source of fascination, romanticized by fans and twisted by tabloids. But her warning stripped away the noise. This wasn't about fantasy or shipping, it was about solidarity. It was about a woman standing up for the man who has stood beside her through 10 years of scrutiny, fame, and the constant blurring of fiction and reality. In doing so, Caitríona reminded the world of something crucial. Sam Heughan is not Jamie Fraser. He is not the fantasy, the meme, or the rumor. He is a man who has worked tirelessly for his craft, who has endured more than fans may ever realize, and who deserves to be judged by his talent, not by the lies that swirl around him. As the final seasons of Outlander approach and both stars look toward new chapters, Caitríona's words feel like both a shield and a farewell. She knows that once Jamie and Claire fade into television history, the gossip will continue. But her loyalty ensures that Sam doesn't walk into that next chapter undefended. She has planted a flag in the ground. Those who twist the truth for clicks and chaos will have to go through her first. And in that moment, Caitríona Balfe redefined what it means to be a co-star, a friend, and an ally. She turned years of silence into a battle cry, reminding fans, tabloids, and Hollywood alike that the lies need to end. For Sam, it was more than just support, it was vindication. For the rest of us, it was a wake-up call. Behind every rumor, there is a real human being paying the price.